Hey guys, how y'all doing? No more beanie, no more hoodie, right? Just long sleeve polo, green too. I wore green. Um, I want to talk a little bit about Sebastian Rogers, just a little bit. Now I'm not gonna do a lot. I'm just gonna do a little. But allegedly, these are my opinions, my thoughts, my theories, my speculation, my free speech. Y'all know I'm just a big alleged bubble, right? Trigger warning times 100 million. But I do want to say that morning is going to tell a lot. I believe. I think they know where she went. And I think this breaking news coming, like I said on that other video, but it's still loading. Sorry guys, this new monetized stuff, they have to check it, add the commercials. It takes like 7 hours to do one video and load it. Like all my morning videos are still not even up yet. Like the Summer Wells I did 2 nights ago, it just came up today. Like some of them are taking forever for them to add the commercials, and I don't even like it, but nothing I can do about it, right? It's part of the partnership program. Anyway, whatever happened that morning, trigger warning times 100 million. Between midnight, I was thinking about it because he was really hard on midnight, right around midnight. She went to bed. But if she was asleep and woke up at 11:30, what the heck? How were they on the phone till almost midnight if she was asleep? Like they just had their phones laying there, she was just snoring and he was just sitting there? I don't believe that one bit. Sorry, I just don't believe it. And that's my opinion. That's my theory. That's, my free speech. I can say what I want to say, right? Long as it's not, long as it's just alleged, right? That's kind of how this works. I can do what I need to do and say what I need to say. But if we really break down that morning, why was he so consistent on midnight to 6 a.m.? That it was always midnight, right? And go back and watch all those original videos. He was always saying that, right at midnight, right at midnight, right at midnight. Like, I'm wondering if whatever happened at midnight, and that tape that they see somebody walking was really Sebastian. She had put him out with new shoes, new sweatpants, new sweatshirt, because what did she say? He owns long sleeve shirts like this, and they have things on them, like the characters or Star Wars or whatever, right? That's what's on his shirts. And they're all black, right? That's, I guess, what he likes to wear. She didn't say anything about sweatshirts, sweatpants. She said those kind of pants with the white stripe, but nobody's ever said that. That's not on the FBI thing. FBI specifically says black sweatpants, black sweatshirt, black square frame glasses, and a flashlight. So, that morning, if something, whatever happened around 3 a.m., if that clock is somewhat, and they've rewound it and find out and tried to pinpoint it down to 2:58 a.m., that's great. I love it. That gives us a little more, right? That 3 a.m. and that number 3 they use all the time. That, to me, and how they're going about things now. And another thing that really, really bothered me in all the interviews is how Mr. Stinky Foot would. Oh, sorry, I'm so tired. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to yawn and mess it up. But it's so hard to say. I got to be careful, right, what I say. And I want to say things that. He was the one mainly doing all the talking, right? Anything that she would try to answer something and then he would just take over. Like she would look at him, I guess, or bump him or something, right? Like I never understood that. But in that first video, Chronics of Olivia, I believe it is. Shout out to her. That's when Katie said, I went over here, I went over there, I went by the school, and it was too late. Like gonna say too late, it sounded like. So to me, I take that as that was her brain telling the truth, right? Because she was going so fast, she wasn't thinking about it. And that's why he coughed. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like that he coughed for her to calm down, right? Take her breathing, slow down, then redo, right? And it shows deep breath, right? That's her trying to say, okay, I got to rethink about this. I'm rethinking, like that, right? And I mean, a lot of people said The Rock, and a lot of people said this, that, and the other. And I know all that stuff does have meaning somehow, some way. But the thing that gets me is really Chris was on every timeline. Every time that he said was like to the point, right? Like it was all about times to them because they knew they didn't have, they had 12 hours basically. But if you say about a restaurant by the time they called, which was at 6:30, which I don't understand why they called at 6:33. If she had already left the house to go looking for him, why didn't they call way before that? Why didn't they call right away? Like when he wasn't in that house, that's when you call because you didn't go search the neighborhood. You went out the neighborhood. And, supposedly one of the other stinky feet, stinky socks, was seen by that little store. Okay, so it was all part of the, she was waiting to be there first and help in case Katie started slipping up or whatever, right? I think that's what their plan was. She needed to be there. But I still don't understand that the 6:03 was really to the point with Katie, right? Like I gave it 3 minutes, right? That was her thing. So getting him up at 6:03, she's already done looking. Which she had plenty of time in 3 minutes to look. I say that, she does. Look at the Kohlberger case, how the minutes are, how slow those go, right? 3 minutes is quite a bit of time to cover rooms and closets and under the bed, right? But leaving while you're on the phone and not calling 911 right then and there, that's what's bugging me. Why did y'all wait 30 minutes to call at 6:33? Makes no sense to me. Did they want the 2 threes in there? I don't know what it is. But that's a weird time whenever you've been riding around for, you done made it to the school, that 30 minutes is a long time to be riding around when the school's right there. It doesn't make sense. I wonder where the Cellbrite tracked her car that morning, because it's going to. Unless it was the other one's car. And I hope they figured that out. Was Kathy's car at Katie's house in the garage and she switched cars with her that morning? Okay, they'll know that by running those car data, right? They'll know where that car was that night, whether it was home or not. I don't think they would have done that, but I think that it's just odd that she was there first, right? From what we've been told, she was the first one there. And she's, a good little drive away. So, man, it's just tough because we really just, if we look at the motive of it all, which was the courts to me. Uh-oh, it's going to rain? No, don't rain on me. That would suck. It's so hard. I just have to be careful because I don't want to say too much or I don't want to say something wrong, right? And we always think there's a certain slim chance that this boy did walk out of that house, right? If he's seen on camera walking out of that house, and he clearly walked out of that house, why did he walk out of that house? He had no reason to leave, right? He was already used to the abuse. He was finally getting it there. He had finally got Chris out of there, if that's how it worked out, right? If he was the one that got him out of the house, unless he left on his own. But everything was working in his favor, and he was going to help Faith, and I just don't see it, right? And you put all those little things together, and you think, God, that's so much of a red flag, but can it be, right? And golly, guys, that's what makes this case so tough, is trying to figure out how that 6 hours, midnight, because he's specifically right at midnight, a little before midnight, 6 a.m. Why? Okay, if she was up at midnight and getting ready to go to bed, she had to let the dogs out, put the dogs up, whatever, 10 minutes. That's after midnight. So he was supposedly still there. So why would you? I don't know. Some of this stuff is just, I'm looking at it backwards maybe. I don't know, guys, but I'm just trying to break down like what the real motive would be behind it. Is it the court? Is it Katie gonna lose Chris and didn't want to? Is it, why wouldn't she give him to Sebastian? Why was she not really wanting to do that? Like she was gonna be okay with the divorce? Is that what it was? I don't know. And I mean, they're jolly lovey now, right? So I don't know, like, they just immediately, like, 8 days doing nothing, then finally talked when everything was breaking, landfill search, when everything was busting out, that's when they came busting out. And now that they've been dogged for so long, they're coming back out again, but using a YouTuber PI or whatever, and I mean, that's his job. We can't knock him for it. It's his job, right? And they paid him in good faith. He has to, do what they request and ask. It's just, to me, it's kind of like a defense attorney, right? You pay them, they got to represent you. It's, it's one of those things to help get some stuff out. But I mean, I know I'm bouncing all over, guys, because I got so much in my head right now. But it's trying to figure out why they never have said he was at work. It came out about Seth being at work on camera, all this and that and the other. They know where Katie was, right? But they're not saying anything about him. Have y'all noticed that? Like, I know he's got buddies in there, but that doesn't matter. An investigation, there's other people looking at it. They see something wrong, they're going for it. And that's what I think is happening right now. I think this next breaking news is going to be an arrest. That's how I feel. Because they don't talk very much. So for them to put out an update saying, updates coming soon on Sebastian Rogers' case, we can't share now, whatever. So what do they have? If they finally got that video of somebody walking, cleared up and know who it is exactly, do they have the car and they finally tracked it down and they know now what happened? Or what is it going to be, right? Like, if they got that thing good enough, right, they're going to have, man, I mean, I think they got so much to take them down, and I think it's going to be not just for that, but my thing, what I think is it's going to be, I think Katie's going to go down, actually, and I think they're going to hope that she, you know what I mean, tells the story, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, but, and it could be nothing. It could be nothing to do with that. It could be some little thing that, hey, we're still working on it, no, like they do every now and then. I don't know. And I don't know, really. I mean, I don't really know if Katie did it, right? I feel that she's suspect because she was the last one there, and she didn't do anything but search a few 30 minutes that morning on the phone with her husband. And that's all she ever searched, besides her yard. So how can you not look at that as a red flag? I mean, I don't know. Was she scared of all the threats and didn't want to go out and search? I don't know. But if threats came in that fast, you didn't even speak till the 8th day. What about the other days before that, though? You could have been out there with everybody else. You could have been at that command center. Y'all could have been side by side with all those officers, Y'all could have been doing that. Like Seth was. In that dang trailer all day, that command center. Why weren't you there, side by side? It doesn't matter if y'all have y'all's differences. It's your child. Right? It's your child. So you should have been there. Side by side with Seth. Until Sebastian was found. Then y'all could have seen what was going on, but I'm sure they told y'all everything, but still, all in all, God, it's just, like I said, it's so hard. Because it's if they didn't look so guilty, I wouldn't say that. But, I mean, my gosh, like everything they do and everything that's come out and everything they did on YouTube, or the husband did on YouTube, like, it's just like all this taunting, all this, I just don't get it. Like, how are they able, like I don't know. Either they got jack shit. No, being honest, either they got jack shit and they got nothing, or they got everything and they finna lay it down one way or another. But will that bring him home? I don't know. Will they ever tell? I don't know. If it turns out to be them, will they speak? I don't know. Probably not. So there's a chance that we still have to keep fighting and searching for this young man no matter what. Because if they don't say anything, then it's going to be another Monkey Vaughn or one of them. It's going to be like that. And then it's going to keep, like, it's just hard. I'm sorry. But I just wanted to ramble a little, give you all some fire tonight and ramble. I was so tired and worn out. I had to work that long shift, but I wanted to come on for a minute. It's just taking so long to post them. I'm so sorry, guys. But, I wish I could just hit a button and it would go. That would be cool, but it doesn't work that way. Y'all probably get these by midnight or 1 in the morning. It's crazy how it works. But, we just have to look at everything. And when you look at everything over the whole picture and you see who did what, you don't think law enforcement isn't looking at that? Law enforcement had to come out and say, hey, they don't want to speak right now. Like, law enforcement having to even speak for them and tell the public they didn't want to speak. But what were you hiding? Why didn't you speak? What were you hiding? Why were you hiding? That's what I want to know. Nobody's asked that question. I do not believe that. But maybe they have, and I just haven't heard it. But why? Why did you wait 8 days to talk? This is your son. If you're running around frantic that morning and you're driving all over the place looking for him, why did it stop right then and there? Why did what you were doing to find your son stop right there? That's what I want to know. Do y'all know something we don't know? Do they know, hey, they've seen the footage, they know it was Sebastian just walking and he got in the car and they left? Do they know that and that's why they've just shut up? Or is it the guilt and the red flags that's keeping them quiet? I don't know. But the thing that breaks my heart the most is the first 8 days. Because any mother would have been freaking begging. It's just everything they've done has made themselves look bad. That's the problem here. We just need to find Sebastian. That's it. This is about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, not about anybody else. But damn it, it just, it hurts because you feel like if they have the answers, why are they not just speaking and getting it over with? Just answer some of those questions. Why did it take you 8 days to talk? And then you give 3 little phrases that aren't even, you're not in trouble, we love you. Why not, I love you, son? Why you put we? The man that's in trouble with CPS for hitting your son and you're saying, we love you. Why not, I love you, come home for me. Please don't do this to me. Why not something like that? God dang it, I don't care what y'all think of me. Just please, somebody find my son. Find Sebastian. He's somewhere. Go find Sebastian. Please, do your job. I'm not thanking you for everything until my son is found. So get out there and let's find my son. That's how it should have been. But it wasn't. Why? That's what I want to know. That's my question. Y'all think about it. Why did she wait so long to speak? There's a reason for this. There's a reason for the 3s. There's a reason for that car being outside. There's a reason for now we know he's somebody is seen in all black. Was that Katie or was it Sebastian? Was it Chris? Was it Kathy? Was it his sister? Was it Terry? We don't know. It could have been Joe Smo. We don't know. But it had to have been set up because I don't believe he would have left that house like that unless she put him out, knowing somebody was going to get him. I don't know. It's racking in my brain right now because they're not saying anything. They're not begging for their kid. Hey, is that a cat? Don't you do that. No. I don't even know. It's like I guess the barn maybe. I don't know. I didn't know. I knew I'd seen a couple around here before, but that's crazy. They're both over here on the fence in the garden. Sorry about that. But, that's what I want to know. Why? Why wait 8 days? Why in the heck did you wait 8 days? I don't know why. But I know that something made them wait that long because she wasn't out there begging. And they were talking to all these channels, and the ones that once they got that little bit of fame, they just kept on rolling, right? But it was never about find my damn son. You're not doing your job. Find him. Why not? Oh, thank you so much for everything I do. Thank you, TBI. Thank you, all you extra law enforcement, like Chris always calls them, law enforcement this, law enforcement that. Like, come on, man. They don't work for you. They're looking for Sebastian. I mean, I don't know how you think someone, yes, they're doing a wonderful job, but find my son, right? And then I'll pat you on the back and give you a hug and tell you, thank you, my God, you saved my life, right? Not thank you. Kissing butt for what? Because they know they're looking at you? Maybe, I don't know. But I wish she would have talked in that first 8 days. She should have been begging every day. And that's really what I wanted to talk about tonight, because it's really bugging me. And then why she left that morning. Whatever she did that morning holds an answer. I believe that. I feel that. Whatever she did that morning holds an answer to what happened to Sebastian. Because it was all part of the plan, in my opinion. It was part of the plan. And she had to get down that road for what? Why didn't she stay home and wait for him to come home? And I said this yesterday. Why? Because she knew where he was, in my opinion. And trigger warning. She knew what happened to him. They know who has him, most likely. They probably didn't think it was going to blow up like this. And they stuck him with somewhere to get the CPS stuff to go away. And then the plan was to probably bring him back. Who knows? Or find him now that you're out here searching. You're going to be the one to be the hero? Because just because right? Here we go. God, I hate that phrase now. Because it's just a plan phrase, like step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on and so on. And now I ain't got CPS to worry about. Now I ain't got him testifying. Now I can lie to New Mexico and get faith. Good luck. I hope they come after your butt with everything they got for you lying in that court, if that's exactly what happened. Which it's supposedly been proven. So Lower Lodge, everybody else has said it. Shout out to all of them for digging. So there's a lot. The abortions, my God, I didn't even know she had all those abortions before. That's crazy. That's scary to me. I'm sorry. How old was she? 15, 16, 17? Whew. That to me is bad too. I'm sorry. But we can't change none of that now. We can't change any of that. All we can do is find Sebastian and get the answers. That's it. Because wherever we find him, no matter how he is or where he is, if he's alive or unalive, as long as we find him, we'll at least get answers. Hopefully. But it just depends how smart they were, to me. That's what this case is about, is trying to catch who you think did it, right? We're trying to prove and catch who we think did it, right? We know who we think did it, but we have to do all this digging to get little pieces here and little pieces there, put them all together, and then be like, damn, that's what I did when I got them all together. I was like, holy smolies. And then the uncle or whatever, where the cars were played, like his truck evidently was there. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. And I'm guessing that's why they've never come out and said he was at work. We verified it. We know they went there and they hounded some people there and talked to him, but we know they got the camera footage from the park, the Easy Days or whatever. They got the footage. I don't know what's on that. That could be the key. Think about it. We're over here paying attention to Tinkerbell, putting everything we got into Tinkerbell. And what if it's another video? What if it's the one from the campsite that's going to solve this thing? That's what I'm starting to wonder. What we're going to see that, we'll probably never see it, but what are they looking at that campground? Did he move around that night? That's what we need to know. Was he even there that night? Or was his truck there and he was somewhere else? With Terry or somebody else, her sister, someone. He could have left his truck there and walked out. Like nobody would have known he was gone. All he did was leave his phone in there and just left. Had a burner phone. Had his truck phone, whatever, OnStar, whatever. I mean, he has means, he has ways. Probably had a burner phone, I'm sure. That's what was all that came out in the beginning is, all this technical stuff and they had burner phones and everything and IPs and all that. I don't know. I just know that whatever happened in that nighttime between 9 p.m., 9 and 10 p.m. is when I think that's when she was the most forceful with the time. So I think it's somewhere between that time probably. And there is a 50% chance that it was at midnight that she put him out of that house and told him, go. What if she told him, Seth, Dad's going to get you. He's down there. Go get him. I'll walk you halfway. And it wasn't Seth. Who could it be? That's what I want to know. Who could it be? I want to know who's in that car. And if they know, great, power to them. But we need to know. Because if it was somebody that was affiliated with that neighborhood that came once or twice a week, like supposedly is out there right now, then it's a car for the neighborhood if it's there twice a week. I mean, I guess it's construction people, right? He talked about construction and all the people there. And I mean, golly, construction don't come at 3 in the morning. Trash truck don't even come at 3 in the morning. They sleeping. So tell me, I don't know. I still think it was one of them 4. But that's my opinion, right? But anyway, guys, we'll do some more tomorrow. I'm beat. I gotta take a shower, but y'all will probably see this in 10 hours, I bet. But keep Sebastian, Wayne, Drake Rogers in your prayers. Keep all the missing in your prayers. They all need to be found. They all need a voice. We have to remember that. There's a lot of people missing, guys. There's a lot of unsolved cases in the true crime world right now. And I know our focus is on 1 or 2, but we need to start sharing a little bit to these other cases. And that's my new plan now, is to take cases from all over the world and start seeing if we can figure something out. That's my goal for 2025. And because I love cold cases, I love older cases, anything over 7 months, I love that kind of stuff. Because usually by then there's some stuff out, you can grab it, and check it out and vet things and unvet things. And that's what, that's why I hope they're going to put some videos out. I don't know. Or they're going to be arrested. That would be even better. But I don't know. In my opinion, guys, That's just allegedly my opinion. But I feel like something's going to be big. Because they don't really talk. So for them to announce it ahead of time, it must be something really good. What are they doing? Waiting for warrants? Did they finally get some stuff back? And now they're like, oh my God, we have Google Earth. We can see who it is because of the full moon. I don't know. But I know it'd probably give you a lot with the full moon. Oh, damn rain. But anyway, guys, I'm finna get wet. I love y'all, guys. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Remember, allegedly, I'm just a big alleged bubble. And trigger warning times 100 million. And y'all be having a wonderful, wonderful night, guys. We love y'all, guys. I'm sorry I rambled about rambling, but I got so much on my mind in this case that I need to sit down and just do start to finish one day. And I'm going to do it, but I'm still learning. But anyway, y'all guys be good, be safe. 3 months old today, our channel. So it's 3 months today. Wow. We made it 3 months. So that's good. Keep going. We'll, start covering a lot more stuff like we did a month ago. And we've just been blessed that we haven't had a lot of missing cases popping up and a lot of Amber Alerts popping up. We've been blessed because there for the summer, it was like every day it was 1 or 2. And I guess because everybody's moving and not in school, but whew, that's toast. That's a beautiful fire tonight too, right, guys? All right, guys. Well, y'all be good. Y'all be safe. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. All right, guys. We love y'all, guys. Be good. We'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.